Uh, Turn the mic up. You are now tuned into Standing on Business, the podcast. Hosted by Shan. Yeah, let's talk. Standing on business, welcome to the show. Real talk, real stories, let the whole world know. No filter, no fear, yeah, I say what it is. If it's raw, if it's real, I'm standing on business, standing on business. Welcome to the show, real talk, real stories, let the whole world know. No filter, no fear, yeah, I say what it is. If it's raw, if it's real, I'm standing on business. From pain to purpose, every story get respect. If you lived it, survived it, put it on the set. Healing and hustling, truth is the mission. This ain't small talk, this grown folk business. Safe space, bold voices, conversations hit different. No sugarcoating life, yeah, we talking how we live it. If it's messy, if it's healing, if it change your position, grab the mic, speak your truth, yeah, we standing on business. This is standing on business. Real conversations, real purpose. Press play.
Oh,
That is
all
wrong.
right, y'all, we're back. So, again, welcome to the Standing on Business podcast, where I'm your host, Chantal Taylor. And today I have the honor of interviewing my aunt, Nandi Ma'at. Clock it, clap it up. So, before we get into the questions, I want you to go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, we'll go and try this again. I'm not phone savvy, and I asked my 13-year-old to help me, and I was turning off the notifications, not realizing not turn off the notifications, hit do not disturb. But look, I don't know about all that stuff. I'm old now, y'all. But let me say hi. I am Nandi MT, and y'all have some notes, guys. This is me, but just to help because I'm gonna get a little nervous. But I'm Nandi Ma'at. That is not my government. My government is Kim. Okay, that's the first thing. I am an artist, author, and I am the architect of the Underground Mycelial Network. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the Underground Mycelial Network. Um, it's a spiritual awakening movement, rooted in remembrance, truth, and it's a returning to God, not from God. Because as I was saying, a lot of times and I grew up in the Baptist church, we think that if we look outside of whatever Christianity or our religion is, we often automatically think you're moving away from God. And that's not true. That's not true. God is not afraid of you increasing your knowledge. Put it like that. So um that's what we focus on. That's what we focus on. It is an awakening, and look, y'all, that's an experience like nothing else. I'm a little thrown because we got kind of messed up, and
It's all right.
we got a little
Look,
messed
it
up
threw me off too because I was like, "What is going on?" We did a
because
sound
I got a
check.
phone call and I didn't know how to hit do not disturb. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Underground Mycelium Network. Um, Up under the umbrella of the Underground Mycelium Network, I have created an AI artist. And it goes by the name of Nandi MT.
Hmm.
And the music is different. You know, look, anybody who knows me know all my life I used to love to sing. And my mom used to always say, "Shut up, you can't sing." And you know, they wouldn't let me be on the praise team because they say that I gotta have a good voice. But I love music. I've always loved music. So what I've done is I've created the AI character. She's the voice. She's the voice. She's my voice. She carries my spirit, the type of music that I create. It comes from me. It comes from the underground network, and it's alive. So if you listen to any of it, check me out on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, or whatever, Nandi MT, and you'll understand, the music is different, but it's an awakening music. Each song is um a part of the awakening, a part of my awakening. Also, I've authored a book, have an herbal book. Under that Underground My Ceiling Network, we have Nandi Herb and Things. Um, it's an herbal company. I started studying Dr. Sebi over 15 years ago, and from that we've started doing herbs. I sell natural herbs. We work from intracellular perspective. It's not about weight loss. It's not about um, beauty. It's just simply about healing, and it comes from a cellular level. Also, a part of that, we're launching a homeschooling soon. We have a kids department where we have a cartoon, have a book. The first book, it's a series of 7 books I'm doing. The first book was called The Dinosaur Ant Mounds. That's a weird story. If y'all want to know it, just ask me. I'll tell y'all about it. Here's a cartoon on YouTube. If you look for The Earth Speaks. We also have a network where I'm doing a series. There's a series. It's called Eyes Open Inward.
Hmm.
And it's cool. What it is also like the music. It's a tracking of my awakening. Um, Dream analysis. We take dream analysis. Um, a few things. We got a few things going on, but yeah, yeah. That's
Okay, okay. Okay, and for y'all just tuning in, the topic for today is, can you be spiritually awake and still Christian? So my first question for you, Nandi, is, do
oh.
you think spiritual awakening can exist within traditional Christianity? Why or why not?
Ooh.
Coming up
Ooh.
strong.
Okay. See, that was tricky. Can it? Ooh, ooh. So you asked me, do I think that spiritual awakening can exist in traditional?
Within traditional Christianity, why or why not?
Ooh, I. When you say traditional, my answer is going to be no,
Mm-hmm.
because traditional mindset of Christianity is, you know,
Yeah.
it's religious, and anything religious is about control. So religion tells you where you can and can't look. So anything that will go outside of that spectrum, no, not in traditional. I don't see it working in traditional
Mm-hmm.
Christianity or religion, because traditional Christianity is about control, right? But do I think it can exist in Christianity? Of course. Of course. Spiritual awakening has nothing to do with, like I said, being led away from God. Actually, what I've learned is that it actually brings you closer to God, because it begins to allow you to see things so different. God is a God that wants you to learn, wants you to ask questions. Well, how do you know that, Nandi? Abraham. Abraham continued to ask God about when it came to Sodom. If there be this many, will you still destroy? And I've often heard pastors preach that if Abraham would have continued to ask, he'd say, if there be one, if there be none. He could have continued to ask. Abraham stopped asking. God never said that we couldn't ask him questions. That's like your mom. Would you not want your kids to ask you questions? How else are they going to learn? But traditional religion says that you can't question. So no, I don't think in my point of view, I don't think that spiritual awakening or spirituality can exist in traditional, because what it does, it comes to toss up, break open,
Mm-hmm.
free from. And the word religion alone in the Latin is religare, which means to bind, right? Or to rebind. So it couldn't in traditional religion, no. But in Christianity, yeah, it's spirituality is an individual thing. No one tells you what to pick or what to do. You choose. And I mean, if I decide I want to be a Christian, I'll be a Christian. If I decide I want to be a Muslim, I'll be a Muslim. But in the traditional sense, they would say, no, you can't do that. But no, that's the difference. So no, I don't think it can. No, traditional, nah, nah, nah.
Okay. Hey, y'all that's checking in. Y'all can say hey in the comments. We don't bite. So let me ask you this. Can
Mhm.
questioning tradition strengthen your relationship with Christ?
Ooh, that's good. Can you say can questioning tradition?
Tradition strengthen your relationship with Christ?
That is that's a good question, and I say absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. It does strengthen your relationship with Christ because again, inside of religion, you can't ask questions. So you all you have is this, what they told you. But when you begin to question it, ooh, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, because
Whole
you
new
know,
world. And ooh, that's a good question. Yes, absolutely.
the
I,
reason I asked you that question is because you know the background we come from, you know, the religion we was in, and you know, asking them questions about something that they done preached or taught on was almost like you whooping them or something, you know.
well,
So
you
that was
know,
a good question.
you know, I was the one that was asking a lot of questions. And
Hmm.
now it'll get you blackballed, it'll get you kicked out, it'll get you they'll label you reprobate,
Rebellious and some more
rebellious,
stuff.
all of that.
Yeah.
You're a witch, you're a devil, you're evil. But it strengthens your relationship with Christ. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling you, it I can say 100% yes. Yes. I would say question. Again, remember Abraham, like I said, after Abraham questioned God, the Bible didn't say Abraham called Abraham a friend of God.
Hmm. So let me ask you this: what does being spiritually awake mean to you personally?
To me personally,
Hmm.
it means self-control, self-governance. I often say, and I have this quote that I say often, you govern your own universe. And when you're spiritually awakened, yeah, you govern your own universe. Because it's not what someone told you. You know, I often tell people that I can't go off of just because when you just go off what someone told you, that's belief. Belief and knowing is two different things,
Hmm.
right? You can never, when you believe, that means you never know. They're two different things. But knowing, like if I said to you, if we want a telephone, but we want on camera, and you said, where are you? And I said, well, I'm on the reservoir. And then someone says you, hey, did you talk to Kim? Oh yeah, I talked to her a few minutes ago. She's on the reservoir. Do you know she's on the reservoir? No, you don't know. You
Hmm.
only believe. Because I could have lied to you, but there's no way for you to know. So a
Hmm.
belief is only you can never, it's just not real. You have to take something someone told you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you this. This may sound crazy, but I said this. I have said this to my brother when he and I have these kind of conversations a lot. And I have three children. Three. I have three biological children. I have four, but I have three that I birthed. And I say, with the first one and the last one, I had a C-section. The first one, it was an emergency cesarean, so they covered me. I didn't see anything. The third one, they tried to do the epidural and it worked, so that they gave me a spinal. It didn't work. They put me to sleep. So when I woke up, I had a son.
Hmm.
But with the second one, she was a VBAC. They made me have her vaginally, and I saw her come out. So
Hmm.
I know she's my child and that I gave birth to her. The other two, I believe it with my whole heart. Will put my head on the guillotine. but I can never know it. The only way I can know it for a fact is if I go back to that day and I'm allowed to see her come out of me, him come out of me. Somebody say, "Oh well, what did they do a blood test?" Well, I don't know blood tests. I still have to believe what they tell me because I don't know how to draw their blood and test it against mine. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. What else?
Okay.
I get off. You know me.
So, how has your personal faith evolved as you explore spiritually?
My personal faith. Not that. My personal. How has my personal faith evolved? Ooh, damn.
I got you with that one.
Ooh.
I told you I was coming. Hey, y'all that's tuning in. Drop a comment so I
How
can say hey to
does
y'all.
personal faith? See, because that here's the thing. We were just talking about belief, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the Bible says it like this: faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So how has it evolved? It is absolutely evolved because I don't walk by faith. So we walk by faith, not by sight. Mm-mm. It has evolved because I don't walk by faith, but by sight. Because faith is the hope of the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If it's not seen, I can't do that anymore. I just
Mm-hmm.
can't believe. When I can tell you honestly that I can't tell you for a fact that my first child is mine, that's real. So then how can I live and walk by faith after that? Girl, that's a good question. You got
Mm-hmm.
me.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel different religions are cults? Or do you think that they are only that they let me read that again because I got tongue twisted, baby. Do you feel different religions are cults? Or do you think that only some of them are?
Remember, I said the word religion in the Latin comes from the word religare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means to bind or to rebind. So if it's religion or religious, it's a cult. Because within religion, you cannot think for yourself, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and religion is man-made. What gives another man the right to tell you how to think? What makes one man greater than the next man?
Mm-hmm.
When God created and said, it is good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, equality. So religion, yeah, it's cultic. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then I'm gonna tell you, throw you in there. If you look at religion, you study religion. I've done a lot of studying and researching, right? If you look at religion, religion doesn't come till the so-called founder of that religion is dead. You didn't have Christianity till Christ was dead. Christ never called for people to be part of a Christian religion.
Mm-hmm.
Christ never created, Christ didn't go about creating a church, right? It was once he
Mm-hmm.
was dead, then all of a sudden, oh, Christianity. Look at even with Buddhism. Once Buddha was dead. Go and
Mm-hmm.
look at all of it. It's once they're dead, then these religious sects come about. So yeah, it's absolutely cultic because it's to control. It's to control. So
Okay. So, do you believe spiritual awakening brings people closer to God, or does it only challenge the church systems
oh, excuse me.
we've been taught to follow?
No, it absolutely brings you closer to God. It absolutely brings you close. You said, do I believe that spirituality brings people closer to God, right?
Do you believe spiritual awakening brings people closer to God, or does it only challenge the church systems we've been taught to follow?
Yeah, I mean, the way you, yeah, because look, It brings you closer to God and away from what you've been taught in the in the church, in a sense. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I said, in the church you can't ask questions. So
Right.
how can you know a person and never be able to ask them a question, never be able to examine them for yourself? That's, you know what? That's something how that just thought just came to me. To me, that's what spiritual awakening is, or spiritually awaken, or spirituality. It it allows you to get to know the thing, or the person, the thing that it allows you to get to know the thing rather than the person that's telling you about it, because you get to ask questions. How else am I going to know God if I don't get to ask God, or if I don't get to
Mm-hmm.
see the face of God for myself? I'm going to only listen to what you tell me. How
Mm-hmm.
am I you
Yeah.
how do you know for yourself? You don't. You're going by what somebody else is telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I answered the question. Did I answer the question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You did. You did. So let me ask you this. Have you
Hmm.
ever felt torn between following doctrine and following your personal truth?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I grew up in the Baptist church. Growing up Baptist was like, I'm 54, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
almost done. I have grandkids. I have 4 grandkids. Um, I'm about to have 5. Um, and when I grew up, we didn't really know church. You know, when I was a little girl, my mama, they would give you a dime, a quarter, and send you to church for Easter in your cute little Easter dress. And they would give us baskets and do the Easter egg hunts, or for Christmas. So, uh, ask me again. I know where I'm going with this. Come on with it.
So what I asked you was, have you ever felt torn between following doctrine and following your personal truth?
Yes. Because uh the best way I could describe it to you is this. And it took me a while to get it. The Bible says, if Christ be not risen, we are men most miserable. So if you grew up all your life believing one way, and that is the way, and then one day you see something different, that it's not an easy decision. It's not easy. Trust me, it
Mm-hmm.
was not easy to take this awakening or accept this spirituality. It wasn't easy to walk away from what I always, because if Christ be not risen, I mean, what if you start thinking and you start doubting yourself? It's like, think about, you leave the church, and then the first you say, I'm done with all that. I don't believe it. But the first time something happens, the first thing you want to do is say, Lord Jesus, please.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, I've I almost went back a few times. Almost went back a few times because I was like, then what else is there? What else? And I went into the caves like Elijah, and you know Jeremiah. I'm hiding in the caves because it's scary. So that's why, like, even I said, like with the underground mycelial network. And if people really understand spiritual awakening, it doesn't call you away from anything.
Mm-hmm.
Call you away from anything. It just awakens you. You could absolutely be a Christian and be awakened. All it's gonna do
Mm-hmm.
is enhance your relationship, right? With Muhammad, with Jesus, with Yeshua, Yahweh Shai. It just enhances your relationship because you've been
Mm-hmm.
allowed to ask a question. And when you ask a question, you're seeking out the answer. Isn't that what the Bible says? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it say you go from faith unto faith, glory unto? That's spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is all throughout the scriptures, but people don't see it because in religion, they tell you something different. Like they won't dare tell you Jesus was an herbalist. How do you say Jesus was an herbalist, Kim? Well, because the scriptures tell me there was a blind man and Jesus spit in the dirt and put it on his eyes and he was able to see. What is herbalism? We take the earth. Give me that jug right there. That one of those. Any one of them. I'm gonna show you. We take, okay, dandelion, the earth. Imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eye bright. I got some eye bright. And I imagine if I opened this and I put it in my hand now. Now it might not have just been spit. Who knows? Maybe he just needed to get a little water. Who knows? I don't know. But what if he just put a little water with that eye bright and mix it up? Because it's just earth.
Mm-hmm.
All of this, earth, dandelion, bladderite, lavender, nopal, sarsaparilla. It's earth. And he took it and he put it on his eyes. And the man became seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was an herbalist. How do you know, Kim? Well, shoot, go and read. He was always in the garden. He frequented the gardens. Spiritual awakening just brings you closer to what you call the creator.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I see it. I don't know. I might have got off. This be my kind of
Man,
conversation.
you was good. We gonna shift gears for a minute. I want
Mhm.
you to tell everyone about your children's books or your children's videos that your series that you've been doing.
Oh yeah, so I started doing the children's series. I'm doing it in sevens. Everything in seven. There's a whole story behind the sevens. But the first book is called The Dinosaur Ant Mounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the book. The book is on Amazon. And I also did a cartoon. It's
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. On the pages on YouTube is The Earth Speaks. The Earth Speaks. And
Okay.
it's a story about a girl. Her name is Kinley, who is my granddaughter. And she meets a ant and the mushroom, which is what mycelium is. So what it does, it teaches children different on a different spectrum of how to appreciate the earth, how to it teaches them the value of the earth. Like the next book is already ready. I'm about to load it. The next one is going to be called When Mountains Remember,
Okay.
and it's some good stuff. It's good stuff, and I think it's good for kids because it starts our kids off early. Like we send our kids to school and they learn math, they learn reading, they learn Mickey Mouse and Donald and all that's great. But with this series, with our underground network and our kids series, it's bringing children back to their root. It's causing them to remember, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So y'all should check it out. It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
Okay. Now let's talk about your music because you got some good music out. I've had the pleasure of hearing it. So tell us a little bit about it.
I do. I like my music. Like I say, I I've always wanted to be a singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't have the voice. My sister had a beautiful voice. My nieces, even my kids have beautiful voices. But I think I have a beautiful voice. But I let people tell me different. When I was in the church, I used to say, you just need to listen with your heart. But yeah, my AI artist, her name is Nandi MT.
Mm-hmm.
She is the voice, Nandi Ma'at. Give y'all a little history behind the name Nandi Ma'at. About maybe 16 years ago, when I left the church, I walked away
Mm-hmm.
from the church, which was a hard decision. It didn't come easy. It didn't come without mental trauma because that was some mental trauma. Um, and I went by the way of I don't call, I'm not gonna call out these other religions I went through and But I went by through the way of what we call consciousness at that time, about 16 years ago. This wave of consciousness, and I used to listen to Sonetta TV a lot. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, and I did some studying and research and did some a lot of videos by Dr. Yosef Ben Yochanan.
Mm-hmm.
So I got studying a lot about Egypt and Kemet, and then that's when I chose the name Nandi Ma'at. Then had a lot of flack. I lost family members behind that changing of the name. But because of spiritual awakening, I'm gonna show you how spiritual awakening does. Because you question and you search and how mycelium work because it goes to the root, right? I started studying over 15 years ago. I got on Facebook and I changed my name to Nandi Ma'at. And I was still hard like I was in the church because they said you have to compel men to come. So I put out a statement that I changed my name because I realized that my name, Kim Johnson, meant that I was the daughter of a slave owned by Master Johnson. Some family didn't like that, but in my whole awakening and walk, I found that that's not even true.
Mm-hmm.
It was not even true. Some of our names really actually were our names, and
Mm-hmm.
so, but what did you ask me? I'm sorry.
I asked you about you.
The music, Nandi Ma'at. So yeah, I've been writing songs. The first one I did was called I Am Woman.
Mm-hmm.
That was a poem I wrote about when I was 32 years old. First time I experienced premenstrual syndrome and all that stuff. And so I wrote a poem called I Am Woman, Let Me Roar. And I don't know, I have poems and writings. And I was on Facebook, TikTok. And I saw the thing for you, Suno AI. And I was like, wow, I could actually turn these into and when I created the songs, it wasn't really that I was trying to put out music that people would listen to and people music
Mm-hmm.
that I would be in a singer. I really just like listening. I listen to it all the time. I listen to my own music. I can you know what I mean? When you want to get into a mood, I can listen to it because the music that is produced through non-DMT, it comes from me and it's a part of my awakening. Like I said, if you go and you listen to some of the songs, I'll give you examples, some of the names. I have one song called Crack the Algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
And in the song it says, they keep asking how I did it. Like I cracked some open door. Don't say nothing about my voice, okay?
Ain't nothing wrong with your voice. Oh my God.
And then I say, I didn't crack nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remembered. I remembered. The music, it brings you, it's full circle, right? It brings you back to you because everything comes back to you. Accountability. Accountability. You can take accountability. Whew. I have one song called I Wish I Could Talk to Ants.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of when even the children's series with Dinosaur Ant Mound was birthed.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the pyramids, right? If you've ever seen an ant mound, when these ants build their mounds, they cities and they'll pour this steel or something in them and they
Mm-hmm.
carved it out. And I mean, it is so meticulous. Cities, perfect. And then I started watching the video and I was like, had some questions in my head. And then one of the things they say, when you in your backyard, you see those piles, the ant
Mm-hmm. Big
piles.
old ant pals.
I always thought that was where they go in and that's their house. No, they have a opening somewhere else that's black
Hmm.
that you can't even see. the pound, the pound that you see in your yard or something is their landfill. It's
Mm.
where they put their trash and it piles up. And I was like, what? And in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. So is that what the pyramids are? I mean, they say we had dinosaurs. I mean, I'm using what scientists say. They say dinosaurs existed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So were there dinosaur ants? And if so, how do we know if they weren't the ones? That's where the pyramids come from. And the part that we see that because they want us to believe that men pulled all those blocks up, yeah, whatever. So what if the part that we see on the pyramid is actually the waste site, like for the ant mounds?
Mm-hmm.
And they're that large because they were dinosaur ants. And the fact that humans can go into them, well, if there were dinosaurs and they had dinosaur ant mounds, we can go. I may sound crazy to some people, that's okay. But you can't tell me that what I'm saying isn't logical. Because then you would have to say that dinosaurs didn't exist, right? If you think
Mm-hmm.
they existed and they were ants, then how do we know that? So that's why I was saying, what if? And that's when I was like, I wish I could talk to ants.
Okay. Okay.
Stuff like stuff like
That's
that.
interesting though. If we could talk to ants, like I wonder what they would say. Seriously.
And that's what I say. What would they say? Because I'm telling you, I, when you dig out and they take them and they make art out of it. But one of them was so big that they dug so deep in the ground that they could get had to go in a ladder just to go down in there. But they couldn't get. They were on the outskirts, but they couldn't get inside it because, of course, it's so small.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if dinosaurs existed, wouldn't the ants have a mound? And wouldn't it be large enough that humans can go down in there?
Mm. That's a
These
good
are the
question.
questions you ask. And when you think about certain things, you're like, but these are not questions. You're not allowed to ask these kind of questions in the church because just the mere fact of you asking a question
Yeah.
shows an awakening. Because people who are asleep, but the crazy part is the scripture talks about it. He who has an ear to hear,
Yeah.
eyes to see, that tells you that there's something different there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my thing with church is, I don't have no. Be careful what I say, because then I'll be lying. I'm not gonna say I don't have a problem with church. I think I'm so traumatized from the last church. Like I'm just not over it. And in my mind, all of them are the same. But I do believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I don't believe in God, but these churches, they will traumatize you. It's almost like a bad apple in a bunch. Like it's so much wrong. You can't ask some questions. If you disagree with something, they get mad. They have a temper tantrum. And if you ask them a question and you go back and forth with them, they swear you're being disrespectful, debateful with them and stuff. I don't have the time. So I kind of stay away. I'll watch it like on live or something, but actually going in the building, I'm terrified,
I think,
traumatized.
and again, it's again because you lose control. It's about control. Now, you know what I want to tell you the truth? What I think, not think, what I have come to realize for me is that I used to think religion was created by bad people for bad reasons. I don't think that. I think that I think that it was created and they thought they were people thought they were doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some that, that level of control, if you can control other people, you control their pockets, you control everything.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't think it was done for ill intentions, but I think it just got to that. And then I was thinking like Drewski, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing at his video he did, and there were people who were mad with him, and they were saying that he mocked the pastors. I mean, there was a mockery of the pastors. I see that differently. I don't think they were making a mockery of the pastors. I think he was making a mockery of the people
Yeah.
because it's the people who keep continuing to believe in the Bible says, and my people love to have it so. So I don't blame preachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a market. It's a market. You want to make money. So,
Yeah.
hey, that's their job. And if they entertain and the people are satisfied, I mean, why shouldn't they be compensated? I'm just being real. These are things to think about. Like, you'll go to a Beyonce concert, spend $1,200 plus for a ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if these preachers giving you something that's carrying you through the week, through the month, they giving you hope. They selling you hope. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, hope of glory. So I don't blame them. I blame the people. Everybody has to be accountable for themselves.
Yeah.
That's
So
of it.
we got a few minutes left before our time is up. Tell everybody once again where they can follow you, where they can get herbs, where they can get your books, where they can watch your videos, all of that good stuff.
Okay. So, all right. I am Nandi MT. My AI artist is on um TikTok, Instagram, Shopify, Apple Music, all that because I did it through DistroSource and all that stuff. On YouTube, you can go to Eyes Open Inward to follow the series, which is look, I just put the first series up. I'm gonna be putting the second series up this week, and it's good. It's good because it shows you, um, it walks through her as she awakens. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, also on YouTube we have the the Earth Still Speaks, which is the children. That's where you can find. Let me correct that. Where you can find the Open Inward series and the children's cartoon series. They're
Mm-hmm.
on when the Earth Speaks. That's on the Earth Speaks on YouTube. The Eyes Open Inward is a podcast that one day I'm gonna have enough bravery to do it, and it'll be more about spiritual awakening and things like that. But like I said, non-DMT, you can find her across social media: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all those good things. What else we got going? Urban Things. Urban Things. That's my baby
Mm-hmm.
too. You can find me at urbanthings.com. Nandi's house. We got some herbs on there. Could get your body right. Get you. Trust me. I have one thing called the G blend, and I'm about to start this new product. We're about to start the mitochondrial healing. It's gonna be
Okay.
geared at healing the body from the cellular level. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, check us out. Check us out.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I heard her now. She got them herbs to get you feeling good. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know if it's the G blend or not, but she has a particular blend that will make you drop pounds really fast. Okay. And it's natural. So you can't beat that. I remember when I moved back here from Detroit, I was like a good 300 pounds. I don't know how I got that big, y'all, but I took some of them herbs, and when I got back on the scale, I was way smaller than what I thought I was. So that had explained why my clothes wasn't fitting and stuff. So y'all get her some herbs.
Oh yeah.
Let
Oh
me
yeah.
ask you one more thing. Before we go, what is one thing that you would tell to someone who is trying to be in the position that you're in?
In the position that I'm in with
Going through the spiritual awakening, or whether they want to be an herbalist or do music or do books.
all of it, it all comes to one thing. Trust yourself.
Hmm.
Trust yourself. Believe in you. Believe in you. Um, that's it. Governance, self-governance. You govern Here it is right here. Nandi Ma'at says, you, you govern your own universe. No one has the right to tell you how to think, right? No one
Mm-hmm.
has the right to tell you what to feel.
Mm-hmm.
No one owns the world, right? It's we are all a part of what I believe a collective consciousness. And you govern your own
Mm-hmm.
universe. You orchestrate your own awakening. Don't let people don't doubt yourself. I did. Even when I was in the church. My story is listen, if I told y'all of it, y'all be like, really? She's no. Don't let people box you in. Don't let them box
Mm-hmm.
you. You know, you govern your own universe. You have the
That's right.
right to choose. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is. Because no one gets to say what's right and what's wrong. Who gets to say what's right and what's wrong? God speaks to you just like he speaks to me. God speaks to all
Mm-hmm.
of us, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I encourage people step away from the book for a minute. Not step away, but look outside. Take God out of the box. I have a song called Paper. And it's
Mm-hmm.
paper is the bridge. It says paper is the bridge between the seen and the unseen.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, we'll come back and I listen. I could go, girl, look, but that's really and honestly, Chantal, that's what I would tell people. Self governance, trust yourself,
Mm-hmm.
accountability. You know how we always give God a name
Mm-hmm.
of the words that I know so far. If I had to give God a name, I would say accountability because
Okay.
when accountability, you look at you in every instance. I don't care what it is. You look at you first, and then it kind of give you an understanding of the other person, even though that doesn't say you. I mean, if you punch me in my face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at that moment. I'm gonna be like, what did I do? And if I'm clear and I didn't do anything, that's different. But sometimes you can see there was another way I could have did this or said that.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't um remove or that doesn't take away from whatever you still. That doesn't say, oh, you weren't wrong for punching me in the face. You were
Mm-hmm.
still wrong. But that's something you're gonna have to deal with. And you see, and I let God deal with you on that. Accountability.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I heard
That's
that. Hold yourselves accountable. And hold others
absolutely.
accountable too.
I, I let them hold themselves. Because see, look, I'm so busy trying to get me that I
Mm-hmm.
don't have time to look at you and holding you. No, because that's gonna take away from I gotta govern my universe. I can't govern yours. If you never get to that place where you take yourself accountable,
Hey, Unique.
what can I do about that? So accountability is right here. It's with me.
Yeah.
I do
Hey,
that.
Unique.
I
Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic was can you be spiritually awake and still Christian? And you can answer that in the comments, Unique, if you want to. And today we're interviewing my aunt Nandi. Mm-hmm. Clocky. this was a really this was a really good interview. It's okay. It is okay. You can always go back and watch it, Unique. This was a good one. We was talking about spirituality. We
Mhm.
talked about her music. We talked about her books. We talked about her children's series she's got going on. Now the Unique is the manager of the Fleet DJs. I'm up under her, of the Mississippi Fleet DJs.
Okay,
So
hi.
that's who Christina is. That is Miss Unique. Thank you for tuning in.
I mean, I know
So
I know the name, but yeah. Okay.
before we go, I want to invite anybody, if you would like to be on the Standing on Business podcast, you can go to our website at www.thelegacymagazinems.blog, and you can click on the feature and promotionals tab and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Or you can also DM me on here, or you can hit my email, which is the legacymagazinems@gmail.com. Same thing for magazine features and all of that good stuff. So thank y'all for tuning in. And once again, do not forget to check out Nandi. And her AI artist name is Nandi MT. So make sure y'all look that up. And I'll make sure to tag everything in the comment section of this live so that you all can stay connected with her and hear that good music she got and get y'all some herbs. Cause we need them
Oh
herbs.
yeah, baby.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I really was nervous, but you know when I get to go and I can go. But I thank you for it. I think we need more of this. We need more
Oh,
of this because I think everything has a level to it. I just can't wait till you do an award show.
I'm getting
Do
to
a
it. I'm
red
getting
carpet
to it.
event. I'm ready. Come on, I'm gonna be on the red carpet.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I want to
Okay.
do it right. I want it to be right. So I'm trying to like I have in my mind and written down like everything I want to do. But I want it to be right. I don't want it to clash with nobody else's or nothing like that. Christina said, absolutely. Not only can you be spiritually awakened and still be a Christian, but for many believers, spiritual awakening is part of the Christian journey.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree because you end up learning what Christ consciousness really means.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm.
the thing. So yeah, But you know what? Um, I know you say you wait doing everything right. Don't just wait for things to be perfect, because even when you wait for it to be perfect,
Yeah.
something still can go wrong in perfection. Sometimes you just have to get out, just do it, and then fix the quirks for the second time, and then the quirks for the third. You just gotta do it.
Yeah. Unique said that's a deep topic. I hate I missed it. Don't worry, sis. You're gonna be able to go back and replay this and listen to it. It was really, really good. We had a few viewers coming in and out, but y'all can always go back and play it and listen to it again. And you can go and see it on our YouTube channel. Unique, I gotta get you on here too. But
Mm,
this was a very good topic. I really enjoyed tonight.
I did too.
And let me tell you something. I can stop calling you Nandi now because we're at the end. But Auntie Kim, I'm gonna give you your flowers. So a lot of people hear me talk about you. A lot of people know who you are to me. A lot of people know what you mean to me if they talk to me on a daily basis. Everybody know if I have a problem, I run into my Auntie Kim. Like you like my mom. You know, my grandmother's not here, but I know I can come to you.
Oh,
You don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? You help
girl,
me
look,
through
you don't need
everything.
to be making me cry. Stop.
And look, and you correct me when I'm wrong. You let me know when I'm wrong. Even if I feel I'm right or I know I'm wrong and I want to admit it, you do not allow me to just, do what I do and not be held accountable. So I thank you for that. So I just want you to know that everybody needs to know that. If everybody always wonder who my Auntie Kim is, this my Auntie Kim. And don't play with her and she ain't gonna play with y'all by me. Okay.
Auntie.
But no, for real, I just wanted to
But
tell you that because you're
thank
really
you.
the closest thing I have to a mother.
I appreciate it.
Um, yeah.
That means a lot. You gotta be about to cry. But I appreciate that. I
And look,
appreciate
let me tell y'all something. Unique, you wouldn't believe that when I was a little girl, we was in church, she stayed snitching on me, stayed getting me in trouble, stayed getting me
No,
hemmed up.
no,
I used to be like,
no,
I can't
no.
stand her. She get on my nerve.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Tell Unique what you
I
said
had
before
look,
she got
if the
grown.
word hate could be used, that's what it was. I could not understand. I'm like, why is she? What's up? Y'all, we was in the back of the church van listening to my grandma bought me this CD. Now she bought me this time she didn't know it was gonna rap CD, but she bought me this CD out of Walmart when CDs was banging. Me and the pastor daughter in the back of the van, we getting lit to them franchise boys and them. You know that, oh, I think they like me. Well, she done took my whole CD player. She done told the pastor why. My grandma, look, she took the CD home with her. My grandma gonna say, "Why you
Look,
didn't tell me that was a rap CD? I thought you knew you read it."
I bet you
You know
they
what I'm
sitting there
saying?
saying, yeah, she was nothing but a snitch.
But
I
but
remember
people
wait,
people
even when
people
when
went
it had that, I found out she was on Facebook. I went in her inbox. Oh yeah, you okay? And you better know. You better go home and tell mother, cause I'm gonna let mother know.
and told my grandma on me,
And
y'all. I couldn't date nobody. I couldn't be on social media. I couldn't do nothing. She was just telling it all. But you know what you need? That is right. She said that's tough love, baby, and no ones that show you the true meaning of accountability. For real, when we was kids, she was holding us accountable in the name of the Lord. Okay, she was holding us accountable.
Don't say it. I was a snitch.
She's the one
I
person
remember
in the
you told me.
church
I said I
you did
can't
not
stand
want to
this.
know you did something bad because you getting told on. But I say all that to say, now, even though when I was a child I didn't understand why she was doing it, it was for my good. And now that I'm an adult, we're really close. So when I think back on that, it's funny because I used to really didn't like her. Yeah, I used to. Oh, I remember one time she made me so mad about my own child over a blow pop. He was like, I think Jen was like 5 or 6 months, and she would tell me, "You don't need to be giving him that." He
Oh my
tearing that
god.
sucker up, and my grandma heard me and her going back and forth. My grandma just was mad at me. She wouldn't talk to me for a whole week straight. But
You ain't
I ain't, I ain't never been in a pickle that she ain't helped me get out of. So I appreciate her a lot for that. Because even though I'm not biologically her niece, she still treats me as if I'm her family. And that's hard to come by nowadays. Everybody don't treat you like that. And we came from the same church. A lot of us that I have relationships with came from the same church, but none of them have the same relationship that me and her has. It's very, very real. It's a real
yeah, we
relationship.
came from the same church. But you know, it's something you said, even though you're not my blood, you are, because we always they say blood thicker than water, right?
I don't
But
believe that.
I think doesn't it say that the blood of a bond is thicker than the blood of the womb?
I believe that.
The water of the womb. So I think that's how I go. The covenant of how does it go? Something like that.
Hmm.
Something about the covenant, something like that. But I can't remember it. But they only told you part when they say blood is thicker than water. No,
Hmm.
it's the relationships you make. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
thicker than the water of the womb. You know,
Unique, Unique said we have a lot of relatives and family is few. That is so true. That is so true. And
absolutely.
that is so true. And I learned
And
that
especially
when
after
my grandma
Katrina,
died.
because we came here together. We we're not from Mississippi. We're in Mississippi. We're from New Orleans. Well, you from Detroit, but you were in New Orleans, and
Mhm.
we came here together. We came. We left Katrina over 20 years ago, and we came here. You know, a lot of people went back, and we were some of the ones that stayed, and
Yeah,
and we kept that bond. You
yeah,
know, we family. Like I don't have anyone here, but like my niece, my daughter, my son. My niece have two of her kids here. That's it. No,
yeah.
and y'all still here. You and A and few of the people, but you know, we're not all just like we used to do. Used to be,
And we done lived in the same house with each other and everything. Then
because
had a
you
time.
right after Katrina was rough. It
It
was rough.
was. We was living in this
It
little
was.
house. It was so many of us in there. We were trying to eat and survive. Unique so funny. She gonna say, "I love TTX" and keep talking.
You know what though? I was really trying to get it together, but I did it too late. But I really, really wish that we can do a reunion for those of us
Hmm.
who stayed on the ranch when we came here.
That
I,
would be nice.
I think it would. I think we can. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, and we can do
So
like
many
a cute
things have happened.
memorial for the people who passed away that's no longer with us that came with us.
Mhm.
If they not, we can do a cute little memorial. We need to put
Because
that
they
together. That
said
would
we
really
can
be
come.
nice.
I went back there one day. 'Cause I was showing it to Charlie and the guys, people there. And I told them we lived there when we came here and who we were associated with and all that. And they knew, and they were like, "Yeah, y'all come anytime." So that would be,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
it's just us, that like you, Marie, Amy, we could,
Yeah.
we should, and if anybody wants to come, we can do something. But yeah,
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. Oh yeah, before I forget, Mississippi Fleet DJs is doing a community service event. We giving cute little teddy bears to the babies at the Cancer Institute. So if y'all want to donate, get in with me so I can get all that taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
so you're saying we give
So
donations?
what we're doing is we're taking donations, right? And we're going to use that to purchase the teddy bears and the items that we're going to give to the babies at the Cancer Institute right here up the street from my house. We thought that would be really cute. And then I also said at one point we're going to go to the adult side of the Cancer Institute to give them cute little care bags since I know what someone with cancer would need to have in their bags. You get what I'm saying? So
I
yeah.
think that. Awesome.
Unique, you can, you invited to anything I do, honey. You didn't
That's
even have to
awesome. Let me know.
ask.
I absolutely want to be a part of that. But I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really cute. We're gonna put our logos on the little t-shirts or the teddy bear and stuff. Everybody that's in the division, or and if you have a business and you donate, we can also put your logo on there too. So yeah, that'd be really cute. I think that's really cute and thoughtful.
I think so. I think that's a good idea.
And then like for the adults, we're gonna do like cute little self-care bags for the women and men, just different things they can use. It might not make them feel better every day, but just a small little something to let them know, like, hey, we're thinking of you. And I know this is a hard time, but look, this is what we got for you. So yeah. Oh yeah,
I,
Unique has a women's conference coming up, okay? You need to drop them dates because I get them mixed up, baby. This is a conference I was telling you about, Auntie Kim, that she's throwing that I think would be amazing for like a group of us to go down to, even if it's just for a day.
and Hazel
Um,
said and
I think it's in Clarksdale. Isn't it Clarksdale, Unique?
yeah, I remember you talking about that. We should do
But I
y'all.
think that would be really nice for us to go to. She has a lot of nice things lined up. And I think it would be really nice to go to. I think all women need a little reset, February 20th through the 21st.
February the
Mm-hmm.
20th through the 21st. So it's 2 days, so we had to get a room.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I want to do
Yep,
that.
it's in Clarksdale. And if we can't go for both days, we still could go for either or and still have a good time.
I think is it like what is
It's
the
not your typical women's conference. Let me tell you that now.
right?
This ain't that
You
traditional
cause you
stuff.
know what I'm like
This
is
ain't that traditional stuff. The stuff she got is some stuff
oh
y'all ain't never even seen before.
okay.
She got stuff that's gonna blow your mind.
I
That's
would
gonna
have
really,
still went. I still would have went, but I'm wondering if it's like Jenny Wong, you know?
what she got going on. Because I'm not gonna tell y'all the details because she's working behind the scenes and she's doing an amazing job. But her women's conference, if you miss it, you miss it. Because this one, for say it's the first one, it's gonna come in and go out with a bang. And yes, I am hosting.
Okay.
I'm hosting, and I'm super excited because I've never hosted and a women's conference before. Unique, I'm on StreamYard, so I don't know how I would invite you in. As you in, but what we'll do is I'll get you on here so that you can talk about that. We need to pick you a date this week and get you on here, or maybe Friday or something if you're not busy, or Sunday, and have you talk about your conference because that is really something I feel everybody should go through. Like the stuff she got is like amazing. It's not what we used to with church or nothing like that. It's
I want to go.
definitely.
I want to go. I think we should go.
I
But I
really
want
want to
to.
go. I
I want
need
to.
a breather, a
But
healing,
I
and a release.
say
Okay.
I don't want to go for the day and then have to drive back. I would rather come
We
back
can
and
stay both days. I'm hosting, so yeah,
yeah. I would
that'll
rather.
be amazing.
So that's you said the 20th to the 21st.
February.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. So y'all make sure y'all get with my girl, Miss Christina Anderson, aka Miss Unique. For more details, she is also taking donations to help her with this great event. So get with her for that. I'll also drop her information in the chat, well, in the comments. Or Unique, you can drop them in too. She's having a crowning, a hand washing, and a panel. So I know women, we tend to feel like we wear the crown, but we should see how it feels to really wear one, an actual one.
I want to go. I think this is gonna be good.
We're
Let's
all
do that.
queens. And I think that is beautiful to want to crown. Like we can all crown another woman or something. You know what I'm saying? And give them good affirmations, good things. Sometimes women just want somebody to tell them, look, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear that. She got a lot of stuff planned. So
A lot
yeah,
of time.
it's gonna be fun. And let's not forget good food. Love of food. Love of food, love a good uh gift bag all day. So get in where y'all fit in. I might throw a few raffles in there. You never know. So it's gonna be about empowering women, affirmation. She's doing a crowning, a hand washing, and more. She has so much planned for those 2 days. So y'all come on out to Clarksdale, and I'll drop the details in the comments. Like I said, and I'll also share the post. But I'm finna get up out of here. We're a little bit over our time, y'all. We did have technical difficulties earlier, but the devil don't
We
stop nothing over
did.
here. He don't stop nothing. You don't have to hope that all goes as planned. Say it with me. It is going as planned. It will go
I'm
as planned.
I'm
Okay.
I'm planning on being there. I want to. I Like I said, when we get up the phone, Chantal, we'll talk more. Start scheduling
Yeah.
out because
So
I
I
don't want.
got you, Unique, and don't be afraid to reach out for help. If I can help you, I will help you.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, like I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. The same way you be believing in me, I believe in you. So we gonna work this out.
Let's just join together.
Yeah, come together. It takes a village. Just like it take a village to help with children, it take a village to help with everything. You get what I'm saying? I be needing a village sometimes. We all need a village. I feel like we all. Some of us don't have it, but we all need a village. And even if you don't have a village, have you someone. Someone. She said, "Can't wait to meet you, Auntie."
Same here. I'm
Unique, y'all gonna
cool.
get along just fine.
I'm cool.
Y'all gonna get along just fine. And then
Okay.
Nandi, we might have to get you over here in the Mississippi Fleet and let you do an interview with your music. You never know.
Girl, you know how hard it was to do this.
We ain't gonna grill you that bad over there. We gonna be listening to that music though. Oh yeah. We gonna be telling you about that music though. We gonna keep it a buck.
Baby, that music is weird.
They gonna let you know I love this, I like this, I'm putting in rotation, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Come on over there. It's real good in Mississippi Fleet DJs division, okay? It's ran by the best. Only
Yeah,
the best.
let's do it. I'm
Oh
cool.
yeah. And while I got y'all on here, a lot of you may not know, but I do candles and skincare. So you can visit my website for the candles and skincare at www.trueessenceorganics.shop. We have skincare products such as soap bars, bath bombs, yoni bars, shower steamers. We have wax melts, room sprays, all of that good stuff. We even got body scrubs, okay? And for the men, we got y'all too. We got y'all covered with some good scents and soap. So y'all come holler at me, okay? Unique said we country cousins and is. and is. But also, tomorrow, if you're in the Jackson area, this the last commercial, y'all. I'm sorry. I got a lot on my mind. And yes, today has been a day. One last commercial tomorrow. If y'all are not doing anything, come on down to Trio right here on the what's that fortification by this Wingstop by that Walgreens.
E-
Yeah.
yeah, that little that place that's a little bit down from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all come out the Trio. Um, Mike, Dr. Bookhart, and Kanoy Brown, they're having Cigar Thursdays. Y'all come out. It's free to get
Oh,
in.
but they do the cigars right there.
Every Thursday. So y'all come out, have a good time, and enjoy y'all some cigars, sip on them $10 drinks, get y'all some nice food, okay? And just vibe out and have a good time. So if y'all not doing nothing tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all tap into that. I think I'm going to probably check in a little bit and mingle around a little bit. I'm a little nervous, but I haven't been outside this year yet, you guys. So I'm gonna mingle around a little bit and yeah.
Okay.
And once again, thank y'all for tuning in to the Standing on Business podcast where I'm your host, Chantal Taylor. And today we had Miss Nandi, how you say it, Ma'at or Mat?
My aunt.
Okay, we had Nandi Ma'at, because I want to say it right, okay? And make sure y'all get in with her once again for herbs, um,
And things.
music, books, anything. You name it, she got it. Okay. So until next time. Oh, one last thing, y'all. See, I keep there you go. And I took notes, y'all. I got a whole notebook of notes. This Saturday, we'll be interviewing William Brown. We will be talking about his book, Behind the Mask, The Mystery Man. So I'm excited about that. I helped him to format it and publish it and all of that. So I'm super excited for him to present that to you guys. And yeah, until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Bye.
Thank you.